Okay, so today's topic, I haven't done a video. I've been doing a couple of live streams, but I had to do a quick video to discuss what Stephen A. Smith said about Kevin Durant. He basically called the move Kevin Durant made by leaving the Golden State Warriors to the Brooklyn Nets a mistake, and he's going to understand that's a mistake later on. He also had some choice words for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is going to betray him. And I'm not going to go into the whole article of Stephen A. Smith. It really wasn't an article. It was just an opinion that he said on First Take. But my opinion is, and my opinion still stands, that I feel like Kevin Durant made the wrong move by leaving the Golden State Warriors and going to the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, you're leaving an organization, a winning organization that has demonstrated time after time after time to be committed as far as winning championships and being contenders. You're also leaving an organization that has a well-run front office, an owner who doesn't get in the way, and you also leaving an organization that has Steve Kerr as a head coach who has won several championships as a coach and a player. On top of that, you're leaving an organization that, if you look at the core group of that team, Draymond, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry, their talent fits better than you going on your own to Brooklyn, and now you're trying to fit with a James Harden who's been struggling this year. You're also going to pair yourself up with Kyrie Irving talent as well as his availability. The best ability is availability, and Kyrie Irving hasn't been available for the Brooklyn Nets for quite some time now. And you're leaving a good thing for the unknown. And I have demonstrated this in several videos, numerous videos, when we finally got word that Kevin Durant was going to Brooklyn. I thought that was a bad move. Even him going to the New York Knicks, I thought that was going to be a bad move myself. But I thought Kevin Durant was going to stay with the Golden State Warriors. Kevin Durant made this decision with his heart. He made this decision with his emotions instead of making the right basketball move, or taking a step further, making a business move, using your head instead of your heart to make this decision. And I felt like he chose the wrong decision by going to the Brooklyn Nets. I have always been fast-paced of telling you guys on numerous videos and on social media that I thought that was a terrible, terrible, terrible mistake, all because he wanted to be loved. He wanted to be loved by the fans over there at the Golden State Warriors. And I always compare this to New Edition. The 5 members of New Edition is always going to get more love and be more remembered than Johnny Gill. Yes, Johnny Gill is the 6th member of New Edition, but he wasn't the founding member of New Edition, and Johnny Gill knew that, and Johnny Gill understands that, and he recognized that, and he knows that those 5 guys are going to get more of a standing applause than Johnny Gill. But there's going to be moments in New Edition's history where he's going to shine the most. And I felt like Kevin Durant, if he would have took that same type of attitude with the Golden State Warriors, look, I'm not going to be beloved or beloved by the Golden State Warriors fans or their community, because the core members are still there. Draymond Green is going to get more shine than Kevin Durant because he's a homegrown talent. The same could be said for Steph Curry as well as Klay Thompson. I do also feel like Kevin Durant was very hostile and very envious and jealous over the fact that Steph Curry could do no wrong. Everybody loved Steph Curry. The fans love Steph Curry. The media loves Steph Curry. He's a media darling. And even though on social media and on countless attempts, Kevin Durant has demonstrated that he really doesn't care about what social media thinks or feels about him, or what does the media thinks and feels about him. But if you've been paying attention to him, he always demonstrates that he's always trying to fight those wrongs. When people say when people say not too pleasing things about Kevin Durant, and then they start comparing Kevin Durant to Steph Curry, and that's one of the reasons why Kevin Durant has been liking a lot of tweets, particularly when there's tweets about dissing the Golden State Warriors or Steph Curry and things of that nature. But even after the game, he explained about that situation, and I really do feel like deep inside, if he had to do it all over again, he would do things a lot differently and stay with the Golden State Warriors. He messed up a good thing. He had a good situation with the Golden State Warriors. Now, if Kevin Durant would have continued with the Golden State Warriors, I still felt like there was going to be setbacks along the way. I don't think there would have been a contending team, particularly if you look at what transpired with the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry has been on and off the court. Draymond Green has been on and off the court. Klay Thompson has been on and off the court. And even Kevin Durant missed a whole year of basketball for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I felt like the Brooklyn Nets would have been lottery contenders. I think they would have gotten a high pick for those couple of seasons at their low points, but I don't think they would have gotten the picks that they gotten thus far. Slowly but surely, the Golden State Warriors have gotten younger, more athletic, and as far as more committed on the defensive side of things. And if you look at their record, and if you look at their standings, and if you look at their stats, they're really being known for their defense more so than their offense. Okay, they have a couple of young additions that they done drafted for the past couple of years that they're going to keep. Okay, now there was a moment of time where I alluded to this, that there's a possibility that Ben Simmons can go to the Golden State Warriors, and all the Golden State Warriors had to give up is those draft picks that they have drafted so far and has been contributing to the team. Tim. Oh my God, I done forgot his name real quick. I apologize. But if you've been seeing what's been transpiring on the court, their younger assets are contributing to the team's success and the team's wins. So just imagine if they would have went through with adding Ben Simmons to the Golden State Warriors, how that team would look. And to take it a step further, could you imagine if Kevin Durant would have just re-signed with the Golden State Warriors? He would have took that whole year off, and if all things were equal, if the other members of that squad would have, still be off the court and injured and things of that nature, the Golden State Warriors could have benefited and gotten high draft picks for those 2 years where Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and yes, even Kevin Durant, if he would have stayed with the Golden State Warriors, they could have benefited. They could have reaped the rewards of that and gotten some high-level draft picks for that. Now, would they have the same draft picks that they gotten? Probably not. But they would have gotten players that could contribute to the team, and those assets you could have probably would have forego those assets if you were in the running for Ben Simmons. But if you look at what the Golden State Warriors have done thus far, the Golden State Warriors are keeping those draft picks. Okay, those draft picks, those younger players are contributing to the roster and to the Golden State Warriors. All right, and if you look at their record, and if you look at their standings, if you look at their stats, they're doing very, very well, even without the services of Kevin Durant. And they haven't even gotten Klay Thompson on the roster yet. Slowly, they're, really being patient with him. They're not rushing him on the court. And why should you? You got the second, I think they got the second best record of the West. Okay. And they are a serious threat for the playoffs. Nobody would want to play this team in the playoffs, similar to like last year, and similar to the bubble format. Okay, so yeah, I feel like Kevin Durant. I don't think Kevin Durant is hating the move that he made, but I quietly but surely, by himself, I'm pretty sure he's thinking what could have been if he would have been a member of the Golden State Warriors. No, the Golden State Warriors would not have been your team. Okay. No, you're not going to be considered a homegrown talent. You're more recognized for the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Seattle Supersonics. That history and those teams and those franchises than you going to the Golden State Warriors. And I felt like another thing, Kevin Durant, KD, was kind of hostile over the fact that a lot of people said the only reason why you want a ring because you went to the better team. You also went to a team that beat you in the series. Now, a lot of apologists would say, well, that's more to the fact that Russell Westbrook was on that team, and Russell Westbrook, you just can't win with Russell Westbrook, and he had no choice but to go to the Golden State Warriors. But if he's that dude, if he's that guy, he could have easily went to any other team and would have been going to the playoffs. Now, would they would have won the finals? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure they would have won. But I felt like his style and his talent fits better with Golden State. Even today's Golden State Warriors, his style and his talent fits better with that team than it does with Brooklyn. James Harden is struggling with these new rule changes. And Kyrie Irving, he's been in and out of the lineup. He's out of the lineup right now because of the vaccine reason. He didn't want to take the vaccine. And now, people thought that, well, when the election is over with in New York, things will probably change to Kyrie Irving's benefit, and they have not. Okay, so you're still waiting on Kyrie Irving if he's going to return or if he's ever going to return. And you have to, if you're KD, your decision of you going to the Brooklyn Nets, you're tied to a Kyrie Irving who's really not that committed as far as basketball. I don't think basketball is high on his priority list. I feel like it's maybe fourth or fifth of his interest. And you're also tied to a James Harden who's getting older and having a hard time getting his shot with these new rule changes. And I feel like the Houston Rockets, they're laughing right about now. Brooklyn gave up their future for James Harden. All right. And what makes matter even worse, Kyrie Irving is not even in the lineup. So, yeah, that's all I got for today's video. Guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, the host with the most. I'm up out of here. Deuces.